This is what not going to college taught me about life. So I graduated high school in 2020 and I chose not to go to college. And honestly, I'm very happy with my decision. Though, even though I felt left out at times, like, I think it was worth it because I know a lot of friends that got their degree and they're not really using it for anything. And there is people that go the college route and it is worth it for them. It's kind of like, from what I've seen, it's kind of like a 50-50 split. Like, sometimes it's worth it for people, sometimes it's not. Sometimes they use the degree they get, sometimes they don't. And at the end of the day, I'm glad I chose not to go because school was never for me, bro. Like, I never liked doing homework. I never liked doing projects. Like, what the fuck you mean I gotta go do homework? What do you mean I gotta go do some shit? What do you mean I gotta solve these complex mathematical equations? Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to comprehend some sort of literature? Why is that gonna help me in the long run? And frankly, it's not. What has helped me in the long run was raw dogging life and starting businesses and just doing whatever I can to get to the bag. That has helped me in life. Not fucking pre-calc in high school or calc in whatever the fuck. Like, I remember I took college classes in my senior year because of some program they had, right? That shit was fucking horrible, bro. I didn't fucking... Yo, snow just fell on my fucking car from like must have been the light. Anyways, I took these classes, these college classes in high school, and it was such a miserable experience, bro. Like, sure, I was okay at math, but I never fucking liked it. And so luckily, bro, luckily I didn't have parents pushing me the college route, and I was strong-willed enough to say, hey, I'm not going to college. You can't force me to go to college. And some people aren't strong enough to take the pressure from their parents. You feel me? Like, if your parent is pushing you to go to college and they're like, that's the only route they see for success, then a lot of people will fold under that pressure. And it's like, rightfully so, because these are your parents. You grew up listening to your parents. These are the people that are supposed to know what's best for you. And my mom was kind of like pressuring me in that direction, but like, I didn't fucking fold. I didn't fucking fold at all, bro, because I knew school wasn't for me, bro. Only thing I liked about school was the social aspect. The fact that you get to meet friends, you get to hang out with your friends. That's the only thing I fucked with from high school, bro. Everything else was just secondary and annoying. With that said, like, high school was a great experience because you got to develop your social habits, and that's a great thing. But going to college to get a degree, to earn money, fuck that and fuck you. It's like, nah, not fuck you as in the viewer, but fuck you as in that idea. Like, I'm not trying to come at the viewer, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm just trying to talk my mind. Like, one thing this might sound funny, but one thing I did miss out was on going to parties in high school or like in fucking college. Like, I never did that, bro. I never went to parties in college. Like, college parties sounds cool, bro. And I wasn't in college, so I didn't know how to get in one. I mean, I had a few friends that could maneuver, but it's like, I also never felt the urge to do it. Never felt the urge, the want to do it. Oh, here's my mechanic. What the hell? This is my mechanic shop. I ain't expect him to be outside. He probably just grabbing some air. But I'm pulling into the park because I need a thumbnail, my brother. You dig what I'm saying? We need that thumbnail. I like those thumbnails where I'm outside the car and it's just my hand on it. Yeah, but like, I had my party phase, blacked out a few times, and then that's it. Go on about your life, bro. Get your life together. And that's what I've been doing ever since. for the past 5 years, I just been working, trying to figure it out. Guys. That's all I've been doing. And if you're watching this video and you feel like college isn't for you, you shouldn't feel forced to go to college, bro. You shouldn't feel forced to take the traditional route. Because the appeal of the traditional route is that everything is set in order for you to succeed, right? Like, it's all there for you. But in reality, it's not as straightforward as it may seem. Oh, I'm in fucking water. I gotta park elsewhere. Like, it's not as straightforward as it may seem. Like, there's people with college degrees that don't even have a job, bro. So if you're going to college because you think it's the safe route and the right path to go with, because it's safe and secure, it's not as secure as you think. I'll tell you that much. But I see a snowman over here that I gotta show you guys. Look at this, bro. What the fuck is that? That ain't no fucking snowman, bro. Oh no. We're gonna leave that shit and go back to the Whipski. Look at her, boys. She bad in every angle. She a baddie, she knows what she want. It's cold, bro. My ears are cold. I gotta get back in. I would say that going to college is just as risky as starting a business and trying to figure it out that way. They both are risky. And you could do either, bro. You have free will in this world. What do you want to do? You want to go to college? Cool, go to college. I'm just speaking from my perspective. I didn't want to go to college. I never liked school. If you like school, cool, bro. Good for you. Go to college, bro. But what I like is starting a business, growing that way, and figuring it out. Oh, damn. Being a business owner for like the past 5 years, I've grown to realize a lot of things. And one of the biggest things is how to lead. How do you lead people to your desired outcome, right? I have an employee, she's been with me for like almost a year. And when you have an employee, right, you want them to do a specific thing, right? You want a specific outcome. And most of the time, you're going to have to train them for that specific outcome. If you don't train your employee to get you the specific outcome you want, you're never going to be satisfied with the work. And you're the leader of the business, right? You're leading this employee. And if she doesn't give you your desired output, it's simply because you didn't teach her, you didn't train her, him or her, and it's your fault. You got to take accountability as a business owner. So main thing I've learned is that accountability is number one priority in a way, and also leadership is a skill you develop. So one, you have to take full accountability for everything that happens. Everything negative and positive that happens is your fault. So if your employee delivers a positive outcome, it's your fault. Fault could be good or bad. Like, generally, when people think of the word fault, they put a negative connotation towards it. But in reality, fault is just a byproduct of an action or a group of actions, right? And fault could be good or bad. So don't think of fault as something negative. Think as fault as the outcome of actions. A plus B equals C. C is the fault or the outcome. A and B are the actions taken. And C is positive, right? C could be negative or positive. But it's not always just negative. That's what I'm trying to get to you. It's not always negative. So biggest things I've learned in the past 5 years of business ownership is that everything is your fault and you need to know how to lead. Most rich men are good leaders. Most good leaders are rich. And that's just how it is. That's just simply how it is. So I'm glad I didn't go to college, because if I went to college, I would have been like a cog, right? I would have been a cog of a system, right? That was already established for me. I had no way to dictate this system, right? If I went to college, I would just be a cog placed on a system, or a cog placed with other cogs or gears, whatever the fuck you want to visualize it as. But in the past 5 years as a business owner, I build that system, right? I find more fulfillment in building the system rather than plopping myself in it, right? And that's one of the biggest skills I've learned as a business owner, is building a system that works. And a system that works generates money, because that's just simply the world we live in. That's the only way you can quantify if a system is working. Is it making money? If so, then it works. And a system may never be 100% perfect, but it can be close enough. And if it's close enough and it's working, you can fine tune it, you can perfect it, but let it just work. Let that system generate money. And so with that said, I'm super glad I didn't go to college. And I'm super glad I took the untraditional route and put my balls on the line. I risked it all and it's starting to pay off, but I gotta keep going. Gotta keep going. Gotta keep growing. Gotta keep making money, because it's not over yet. Good luck in your endeavors, and thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.